Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing well, and welcome to day 69 of reading 101 essays that will change the way you think. We're almost getting to the end. We only have that much left. So today's title is What People Who Have Lost Love Know. The people who have lost love know that someone else's love isn't yours to lose. Someone else's love is yours to experience. But anything beyond that is just becoming attached to an idea, a hope, a big goal, supposed to be. The people who have lost love know that right there is the point at which you lose yourself. When you start believing someone else will carry some part of you with them when they walk away. When you start seeking salvation in the very person you have to be saved from. Believing that someone else, someone other than yourself, can save you. A lot of us, we put all our hopes, dreams, aspirations, all of it into other people. Other people, we shouldn't expect love from them. We experience love alongside of another person. Especially with relationships nowadays, our partner is our life, when that shouldn't be the case. We should have a life outside of our partner. Our partner just adds on to our life. Our partner is not our life. The people who have lost love know that you can lose things you never really had, end relationships that never really started, that never ran the course of all the dreams and plans you had together. They know that you can mourn people who were never really there at all. The people who have lost love know what it means to fill the empty spaces in your bed with pillows and in your life with work or dates that don't matter much, or just the acknowledgement of sadness. They know the therapeutic quality of embracing it. They know what it means to be absolutely certain there is no feasible way you could ever love somebody as much as you love that one person. They know that what it's like to have your concept of logic and sense and justice and fairness and supposed to be turned all the way on its butt. They know that you don't always spend forever with the person you love most, but you can spend forever trying to reconcile the fact in your mind. And more importantly, in those things, they know that moving on isn't a conscious choice, but rather what happens when you stop trying to, when you stop forcing yourself to forget. You don't forget about them when you start thinking about you. They know what it's like to look back on the things they thought they'd never get over, and to realize that even the hardest things somehow dissipate with time, ease with understanding, release with awareness. We have to understand that time does heal, because you could be feeling upset about a breakup, about a heartbreak for a while, every single day, until one day you wake up and it's just gone. And you didn't do anything differently. It's just one day you stop caring. And time does heal. So you have to stop consciously trying to get over this person and just live your life. Just let time run its course, and you'll eventually stop thinking about it, stop caring about it. They know that there is incomparable strength in having seen yourself through the worst. They consider their actions before they're reckless with other people. They know what it's like to be on the receiving end of carelessness. They become the gentle lovers and cautious suitors whose hesitation and timidity might be confused for indifference, but it's not. And this is significant. They gain a reverence and an understanding of just how deep a human heart can love and how fragile an ego can break. The people who have lost love know that tight, stinging, burning feeling in your chest and throat and legs. They know what depths panic can drive you to when you're exhausted every option. They know that soulmates aren't what people think they are. They aren't happily ever after most of the time. They are a love that lights every part of you and exposes the unhealed layers. Your true soulmate is the one who shows you to yourself. And they know that that's the point. They know that you can love a person, but never as much as you can miss them. They know what it's like to have no choice but to live in the moment, to have to mentally walk yourself through every hour of the day, because otherwise your awareness will be pulled from sifting through what happened and worrying about what will and wondering about where they are and if they even cared at all. They know to appreciate what they have while they have it. They know that there may be no deeper pain than seeing someone you love be in love with someone else. Or more accurately, someone you thought belonged to you suddenly belonged to someone else. That's simply for all the great oceans of depth that you could feel running between you, that it can be over in a simple drop. They know what it's like to carefully daydream running into that lost love again. They know what it's like to be picking out clothes with them in mind, rehearsing conversations alone in your bedroom, cutting their hair, and running a mile longer, as though a simple shift of appearance could make someone fall in love again. They know what it's like to actually run into them when they're with someone else who is in so many ways not what they are, for better, for worse. From that extraordinary pain, they learn that someone's love for you isn't lessened or greatened by how much they love someone else. It's not a singular, expendable thing. And that knowing this may be the greatest lesson of all. They know what it's like to live with the ghost of what would have and should have, and maybe still could be. To be walking down the street with the constantly running narrative of what they'd be saying, what they'd be thinking, if only they were there. To be out at the bar when the conversation seems to drift from your awareness, and all of a sudden, all you can focus on is the faint thought of what it would be if they were sitting next to you. To be holding your basket in the line at the grocery store and hear your song come on, and all of a sudden, to be imagining all the ways you once thought they imagined you, and how they must think those very same thoughts, sending those very same texts, act that very same way, just with someone else. They know what it's like for there to be strangers in the world who once knew everything about you. They know that somehow always call into your life exactly what you need, the most painful, the most changing amongst it. They know you never lose love. They know that what you experience, how you grow, what you take and learn and see and do because of it is the point. Not to have it forever, but to become what it was meant to make you. They know that at first, you'll spend your time trying to figure out what to do with all the love that is left lingering. And they know that you're supposed to give it to yourself. People who experience heartbreak and really understand it, they know a lot of different things. They know that love is something that you can only give to yourself. Love isn't something that another person should give you. And yeah, if you truly love a person, that love never fades away. You'll always have love for someone, but it doesn't mean that you are still in love with that person. It doesn't mean that you still choose to love them every single day, because you have to move on. But yes, you still care about them. You still care that they're safe, they're healthy, that everything works out for them. Yes, you still have that love for them, and that's okay, that's normal. But you can't keep choosing to love this person every day. If you have loved the person and you experienced heartbreak, you know how much it hurts, and you know how valuable something is because you had it and then you lost it. You know not to make those mistakes again. You know when you have that love once again in your life, when one day there's somebody in your life that you can love the same way, you know to hold on tighter. You know to talk about and tell them how much you love them more often. I feel like heartbreak is something that a lot of people need to experience. We need to experience heartbreak because that's what causes us to value the things more in life. It causes us to love the people harder, to love ourselves even more. There are a lot of things that only certain people know because of real, genuine heartbreak. Yes, a lot of people, they're in a relationship and they no longer are. But a lot of people, they get into relationships with people that they don't even love. And these things are things that some people will only really understand if they truly, genuinely love the person. So tomorrow's title is Simplicity. I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 70.